quite nice to kind of look at something from a different culture, and completely blew my mind in terms of watching that.
I'm clearly massively ignorant
as a sporting endeavour, and it's obviously a big thing if people are playing it professionally.
But it's like they have a professional lacrosse league in America.
Yeah, exactly. Like what? Exactly. So yeah, check it out. Kabaddi. If you're going to Google it, Kabbadi. Check it out. Give yourselves a half hour just to enjoy this sport and try and get your head around it, because it really is a culture shock, because it's not like anything I'd ever seen before. So it was quite jarring in some ways to watch it and try to figure it out, but it was interesting, and there is definitely tactics in there. I'm just trying to figure out what the nuance of it is, but I'll keep you posted on Kabaddi.
Fair enough. Maybe we can get a listener meet-up game of Kabaddi going by the end of the year.
Yeah, possibly so. We would have to do some serious work on the rules, although that does give us the opportunity to kind of skew things in our favour. That's not what you do. This is how you play Kabaddi. We can just tell people what we want.
Fair enough. So let's have an update, Tom, on your charity endeavours.
Yes, Super League Pod stands up. I was overwhelmed this week by the response that we got, not just in terms of kind of support and encouragement, but actually people putting their hands in their pockets and starting to donate. I've begun my training and my preparation for this only in the last week or so, which has involved me kind of starting to run to and from work on 3 days of the week, and just to start to kind of build up from there.
How long a run is that? We're talking about 5k?
It's about
3 to 5k.
Yeah, no, it's nearer 5k than 3, I would say, to and from to my work. Cool. So doing that thing, getting there, just getting used to being out on the road running and kind of feeling what it's like and getting into it. So I'm actually looking forward to this week.
Careful in the morning, it might be a bit icy.
Yeah, okay, I will, thank you. I'm actually looking forward to starting it up this week again and sort of seeing how I do and kind of getting into that, and that's gone hand in hand with eating better and sort of looking after myself internally as I prepare for it. And I've updated things and put bits and pieces on the Just Giving page, but we've actually already hit 6% of our target, which, considering I've got the whole year to do this, is an amazing start. And there's a few people I want to give some credit to and some thanks to, because they've got right behind this straight away, and it really is Super League Pod royalty that has been getting involved with this. The first initial 2 donations were anonymous, so I've no idea who you are if you're the first 2 people that donated. But thank you.
Is there any clues?
Nothing. No, just both anonymous, both certain amounts, both gift aided, and one says wishing you the best of luck in your fundraising, Tom. So whoever you are, you obviously know about the Super League Pod enough to get involved and donate. So thank you so much. We've had a donation in from Alan Walker over on the continent. The Hodge made a very kind, very sizable donation as well. Darts got involved from down in Australia, chipping in as well. Someone I've never heard of called Mark from the Super League Pod. You donated too, mate. Thank you very much indeed. Alfie Garner, Dar Garner, he got in touch as well. He was going to buy a Super League Pod listener jersey, but decided to donate some of the money he'd set aside to this cause. So Darren, that's amazing, mate. Thank you very much indeed.
Is he going to donate the rest to our beers on Saturday?
I'm not entirely sure. I would rather he gave it to charity than bought us beers, to be perfectly honest. At this point, I've got the moral high ground, so I can do what I want with it. And most recently, Aidan O'Halloran as well. He got in touch and he donated 30 euros. So he's over there in Ireland getting. So it's gone global already, and it's amazing. And it's been really inspirational for me, from kind of getting from the idea's point of view to the, you lot are putting some money into this, and I've got fucking act on it. Yeah. So that's been really powerful. So if you want to read the blog, you can go to superleaguepod.blogspot.co.uk. That's up there as well, and that's got links to the Just Giving page. If you want to go straight to the Just Giving page, I'm doing 2 10k runs and a 200km cycle in aid of refuge, and that's at www.justgiving.com/Super League Pod stands up. That's all I want to say, really. Just thank you to everybody who's been so kind to donate so far, and hopefully we can turn what potentially was quite a negative, kind of poisonous issue for us all around the podcast into a force for good, and something positive can come from it. So thank you.
Definitely, yeah. Right, so I guess we're just going to look forward to the World Club Challenge. We'll hopefully see some of you guys around Wigan and massively around Leeds. I
can't wait. If we see you, we're going to try and get some pictures together and put that up on the Twitter feed and make a bit of a family thing about it. It'll be amazing to see any of you. If you've got 5 minutes to come and say hello, you'll make our little weekends. So we can't wait. But yeah, the Rugby League should be good.
Yeah, and then just to close on a on a bit of admin on behalf of Stu Morris at League Culture. He wanted us to mention the Euro Tag event, which is kind of like touch rugby, but a little bit more closer to the real thing, without the tackling, basically. Event in Oldham on the 2nd of April in this year. The event will be at White Bank Stadium, and you can either enter to play or just go along and watch. The day will feature a number of ex-internationals, fitness permitting, on these names, but playing alongside social rugby league players. So with people like Des Foy, who used to play for Ireland and Oldham, Paul Heighton, Martin Hall, who's the former Wigan hooker, the
hugger.
Eamon Ratu, and Andy Gregory. They're all lined up to potentially appear to smash the fourth wall down completely. When I get home, I think I might have an audio clip from Stu waiting for us, so we'll tag that onto the end of the show in upcoming weeks.
Superb.
But obviously this week we've ran quite long already.
Yeah, we're going to call it a draw in a minute, aren't we? And let you get working, because you've got quite a bit to do now, haven't you? Okay, so if you want to get in touch and give us your thoughts and feedback on the show, there's a number of ways you can do it. You can tweet us at Super League Pod. We're at facebook.com/Super League Pod. You can send us an email to superleaguepod@gmail.com. You can check out our blogs at superleaguepod.blogspot.co.uk, and if you want to get in touch with us about anything you see in the games, we'll be doing the Google Forms again over Twitter, so there's an opportunity there. Thank you again.
You can listen to us on RL Internet Radio, you can listen to us on Spreaker, on iTunes, on SoundCloud, and you can even find a very broken up version of the show on YouTube if you
Yes, you can. There's just no escaping us. Okay, thanks again to Adam O'Brien for joining us and taking part in the Super League Pod. That's much appreciated. We'll see you next time on your favourite Rugby League podcast, the Super League Pod.
I got what I wanted to out of your poll this week, Tom.
A joke about my dick.